Can you believe that it's December? Did you see that weather? It's crazy. What do you think? Too much? Yeah, maybe just too much. They're kind of fun though. I don't know if it'll work too good while I'm cooking. Oh well. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I am a plant-based RN and I follow the Starch solution. I started following the Starch solution in January of 2020 and I was able to lose those last 15 pounds. The Starch solution is a program developed by Dr. John McDougall, and I will leave a link to his book in the description box below. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. I do have celiac, so all my recipes are gluten-free as well. If that all sounds good to you, please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. Be sure and follow me on Instagram. And if you're new to this way of eating or feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group. We are a group of like-minded people, and there you will find recipes, photos, inspiration, and support. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 meals that are great for maximum weight loss. They follow the Starch solution guidelines. They're low calorie density, low fat, high fiber, high carb, delicious, and very, very easy to make. If you've had issues in the past sticking with a particular type of diet, I think you will really enjoy the Starch solution. It gives you a lot of freedom. You get to eat a lot of food, and it's very satisfying. So let's get started on these 3 recipes. So to make these sweet potato waffles, and you could also make these into pancakes, I'm just going to use some canned pureed sweet potato. You can pretty much get this all year round. If you want to use fresh sweet potato, you're more than welcome to do that. But I'm just going to use the puree today in the can just to make it super easy. I'll have the exact measurements in the description box, but what we have basically in here is some cinnamon and some oats. I'm going to put in a little bit of baking powder and a little bit of pure vanilla extract. So about a half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, then your puree. And you could also do this in your Vitamix, but sometimes I just want to do a batch for myself and I just want to do a quick little batch, easy cleanup, so I just use my bullet. Now I'm going to put in some water, and this is how you keep it low fat. Instead of using plant milk, you're going to just use water, and you will just put the amount of water in to get the consistency that you want. I'm going to start with about 3/4 cup and then see how it is, and if I need to add more, I will. So I'm going to just add some water here, and then I'm going to go blend this up, and then we'll put it in the waffle iron. Alright, I used about a 3/4 cup of water. It's going to be pretty thick, but that's the way I like it because I like my waffles kind of dense. My preheated waffle iron here. And then let's pour some in. And we shut it and let it do its thing. Okay, so this is why you don't walk away and go do something while your waffles are cooking. So I caught this one just in time, and it's going to be just fine because I'm going to put some maple syrup on there and some fruit. So just a word of caution, don't go too far. So I'm just going to add a few blueberries on here, and oops, just for some fruit and some color. And this also shows that I don't always eat veggies at breakfast. 95% of the time I do, but sometimes on a Sunday, I just don't feel like it sometimes, so that's okay. And then I've got about a tablespoon of maple syrup I'm just going to drizzle over, and you know, that's really, to me, plenty. Now, who would not want to eat this? And this is 1 serving. This was for me. So this was a 1 serving recipe. Obviously, if you want more people to eat, you would have to double or triple it. So keep this one in mind for a great low calorie density breakfast. Another one of my favorite low calorie weight loss meals is a potato and lentil soup. And I've been so into soups lately. I'm sure you guys have too, since the weather's cooler. Also, please ignore the extension cord in the background. The way my kitchen is set up, it's just the outlets, whatever. Don't need to explain all that. Anyway, so I've got a little bit of veggie broth in here. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to here. To start off, I've got about a cup of onions, and I've got about a teaspoon of minced garlic, or like a clove of garlic. So we're just gonna soften these onions up a bit. It'll just take a few minutes, and then we're just gonna add all the rest of the ingredients. So let me go over those with you while those are sauteing. I've got some red lentils, about 3/4 of a cup. This is going to make the soup pretty thick. So if you don't want it as thick, maybe use a 1/2 cup. It's up to you. I've got a couple chopped carrots. I have a couple stalks of celery. Sometimes I put celery in, sometimes I don't. This celery was kind of ready to go bad, so I just said, hey, I'll just throw it in. And then I've got about 3 cups of Yukon Gold potatoes, and I don't peel the Yukon Golds because the skin is so thin. No worries. And then for my spices, I've got a combo of black pepper, salt, red pepper flakes, onion powder, garlic powder. Exact measurements will be in the description box. And then of course I have some veggie broth. So after these saute for a few minutes, we're just gonna add everything in, and we're just gonna pressure cook these for about 15 minutes on manual. And just so you know, any recipe that I make in the Instant Pot, you can make in a slow cooker, you can make it on the stove in a pot. It's all interchangeable. The thing I love about the Instant Pot is it's quick. I feel like it seals all those flavors in, and things seem so much more flavorful to me. But if you don't have an Instant Pot, no worries. Use your slow cooker. Probably cook it on high for 4 hours or slow for 8 hours. And then on top of the stove, you probably want to cook it until the potatoes are soft, so 30-40 minutes. It's, you know, not rocket science here. It's not like, oh, I can only cook it in my pressure cooker. No, it's so easy. Just whatever you got, you use, and it'll work just fine. At this point, I'm going to turn the saute feature off. Now we're just going to throw everything in. I don't peel my carrots either. I just give them a really good scrub. And then you want to just give this a nice stir. Then you want to make sure that everything is covered with liquid. So this looks pretty good. If it wasn't, I would add a little bit more water, but this should be fine. All right, I'm going to put the lid on, and then I'm just going to put it on manual for 15 minutes. I think I will probably let the steam release naturally for 10 minutes or so, and then I'll just quick release it. And then I will show you what it looks like. So another one of my quick and easy meals, I have many, is just doing like a burrito bowl. And I look in the fridge and I see what needs to be used up, what have I got, and that's how I decide what goes in my bowl. So these are totally customizable. I always have some kind of a bean, black bean, chickpeas, pinto beans, kidney beans, white beans, whatever. I've always got some kind of a bean. I've always got some kind of an onion. I'm going to use the rest of this. Well, I'm not going to use the rest of it. Probably half of this red onion. I had like a half of a red pepper, about a quarter of a green pepper. I've got an English cucumber. I just bought this one yesterday. And then I've got the spring mix I want to use up. And I've got some romaine hearts that I'm going to chop up in there. And I'm just going to put this all over some rice, and then I'm going to show you how I make a super easy, quick, kind of a queso cheese sauce that goes really good on this burrito bowl. So let's get chopping. All right, everything's chopped up, the magic of television. I've got some rice in my bowl, and this is my white and brown rice mix. I get a lot of questions about this. I use 3/4 cup brown rice and 1/4 cup of white rice. I put it all in my rice cooker with 2 cups of water, and it comes out perfect. Then I chopped up some romaine and the rest of my spring mix. So I like to do rice and then the greens here, and then everything else on top. So this plate is very veggie heavy, which I love in a burrito bowl, but if you want to do more rice, that's great, you do that. So I've got some beans, my black beans here, and these are just out of the can, rinsed. I didn't heat them up or anything. And then I'm just going to put all my veggies like everywhere. Now to make my little queso cheese, I took about 1/2 cup of my cheese sauce, just to put it in the microwave to heat it up. And then I'm just adding some of my homemade salsa to it. Mix it together. Voila. You got some queso cheese sauce. Pretty easy. And then I just pour this over my bowl. And that is it. So how does that look? Does that look filling? And this is low calorie density, definitely filling, definitely high fiber, high carb. Let's take a peek. Looks perfect. Now just know that as this cools, it's going to get thicker, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out how much red lentils to put in there. And I also like to throw in some greens. You know me, I like to throw in greens where I can. And I've just got about just a cup of finely chopped baby kale. I like the green in there too, and I just feel like it just gives it a little bit more nutrients, a little bit more fiber. You can add more if you want. So let's plate this up and give it a taste. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 low-calorie weight loss meals for maximum weight loss. Super easy, super simple, and they're definitely all in my rotation. And those waffles came out delicious. And that burrito bowl, oh, so refreshing, so packed full of fiber and nutrients. It's a great way to use up things in the fridge. And then the soup, with lentils and the carrots, and then I threw in that kale at the end. It's just packed full of fiber and vitamins, and it's so hearty, and it's just perfect for these cold winter months. So let's give this one a try. And see, it's already thickening up. I can taste a little bit of heat from those red pepper flakes, but it's such a comforting soup. You're gonna really like this one. So thank you so much for watching this video and sticking to the end. I really appreciate it. And remember, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. The Starch Solution is a program that I also have celiacs, and my recipes are all also gluten. I have celiac disease. If that all sounds good to you, please subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is, you're killing me! So in today's video, I'm going to be low calorie, In today's video, I will be showing you 3 low calorie density meals that are on the Starch.